magnificent day here at the Manly Motorsports Park. Final round of the Shadow Nationals 2019.
My name is Andrew Hall. I'm a professional photographer and a proud X-Series ambassador, and I've been shooting motorsport for 30 years. FUJIFILM have given me a challenge to shoot a motorsport image with the new X-T200 using the XF200mm. To be honest, I was a bit worried when I was given this challenge because it's a new racetrack for me here in South Australia, Tailem Bend. It's a new race series. I have new leg braces. I'm using a new camera. I normally shoot with the FUJIFILM X-T3, so it's quite a difficult challenge because this entry-level X-T200 is not designed to do professional motorsport photography. But I knew that even if you're not a professional photographer, the FUJIFILM system is more than capable of producing great images in areas that it's not specifically designed to do. Braden is an up-and-coming young driver. He's done Speedway, and this is his first weekend in the S5000. I think he's on a steep learning curve as well.
Getting used to the speeds, the outright top speeds, like 280 kilometers an hour, and going from 6th gear flat out to 2nd gear, hard on the brakes. It's hard to learn a new car and a new track at the same time, but I love a challenge.
So he had a new car, a new track to learn. I had a new track and a new camera. Normally at a racetrack that I've been to before, I know there's certain shots that work really well. The challenge here will be to work out where the best shots are. You don't have the luxury of trying to learn the circuit in your own time. So I'll be relying on people who have shot here before. I'll be relying on the organisers as well, just to give me some tips, and then just walk the track and find the shot. So you can do that one there and then go up and over the hill, and there's the pan shot from the other side. Okay. In most tracks you're looking for that one shot, the hero shot, where you know the cars are going to be leaping curbs and jumping, and it's going to be quite spectacular. But here at Tailem Bend it's quite a flat racetrack, there's not much elevation. The curbs are not as high as some of the other tracks, so there's no wheel lifting. So I chose a pan shot so I could blur the background and give a sense of speed and motion, and also realise that would be within the limitations of the X-T200. I often have to work to a brief, so I know what I've got to produce, and I tend to start off getting the safe shots, getting the shots in the bag that I know are relatively easy. Once I've got those, then you can go on to pushing the boundaries a little bit. The position of the sun dictates which corners are available to you, like morning or afternoon. What you're looking for at a racetrack is to have the sun behind you. It lights up the car really well, no shadows. So the corner I chose to shoot at was perfect for an afternoon. It was very, very bright today. So that gave me the ability to have a slow shutter speed and also heaps of depth of field, which aids in the focus. The whole idea of a pan shot is to make sure that you blur the background, you give the sensation of speed, so the shutter speed has to be quite low, but not too low, because otherwise none of the image will be sharp. I usually start around about 1/25. That'll give you a sharp car, a nice blurred background, a lovely crisp image. For people who don't know me, I do have a medical condition. I have no feeling in my feet and no feeling in my hands, so I have to wear leg braces and arm braces. So when panning, balance is even more critical for me, so I actually get the shot and don't fall over. I always tend to place my foot, it points to the position where I'm going to release the shutter, and you've got to continue to pan even if you've released the shutter, because any jerk in the movement will mean the image will be soft. As a photographer, you always second guess yourself. You're always a bit nervous, thinking, okay, I've got to produce the goods. Being nervous is not necessarily a weakness. It gives you more drive, I suppose, to make sure you get the job done and done well. This pan shot, the shutter speed was 1/25 of a second, at 200 ISO, it was f/16, and overall, I'm very happy with the way it worked out. I've shown this weekend that the X-T200, it's more than capable of producing great images. If you're a photographer wanting to get into motorsport, my suggestion would be join a car club. Start building relationships and learn and grow your skills. Anyone can go out nowadays and buy an expensive camera kit and produce images that are more than acceptable. But if you don't develop that skill set, the images you produce won't have any heart or won't have any soul, and they won't be art.